So this is the Pixel 7 Pro in Obsidian. It's got an upgraded camera system on the back for killer software enhanced photos and videos, the brightest screen yet on the front, and Google's newest chip, the Tensor G2, that combined with the 120Hz screen keeps things moving very fluidly. My full review is in the works and coming very soon, but for the time being, I wanted to give you all this unboxing, plus design impressions, plus camera tests to hold you over. So let's talk design. This is the second iteration of the visor design language that started with the Pixel 6, and while overall I prefer the higher contrast and more mysterious camera bar from last year, I've grown to appreciate this visor too because it's built very seamlessly into the metal side rails. Beneath the camera bar, there's a glossy glass back with rounded edges that's mirrored on the front with these slightly curved edges of the screen, and all these design elements play a part in a large form factor. This is a physically large phone approaching, but not quite at unwieldy. But this is a pro phone that I'd say is definitely built like one, and let's move on to the camera samples. I'm going to start with some video, switching between the 4 lens configurations, 0.5x ultrawide, 1x main, virtual 2x, and 5x telephoto. This is a great set of cameras for a flagship in 2022, and as you can see here, they perform great across the board. Getting into some shots with movement, you can see the 7 Pro also brings great stabilization to the table as well. As is standard these days, these videos are made as smooth as they are through both OIS and advanced EIS. Now getting into one of the bigger improvements over last year's Pixels, here's some night sight photos that are now captured twice as fast thanks to machine learning denoising through Tensor G2. Night sight has been one of my favorite Pixel features for a while, and maybe it's a hot take to say I prefer the brighten everything approach it takes against a more natural night mode. But considering I enjoyed it before, I'm of course happy to see it works even better on this generation of Pixels. And jump into regular 12.5 megapixel snaps, here's my go-to building to shoot phone B-roll in, captured across the full array of zooms, each of these views being sharp and colorful and certainly meets what you'd expect out of a top-of-the-line smartphone. Following that, here's some more ideal scenario shots. I think this is a good camera with above-average software capabilities, and with respect to the results both those bring, what can I say beyond these photos look great? After that, here's some fixed focus selfies that do the trick, but of course there is no autofocus, putting the quality here below certain fruit-inspired competitors. And lastly, I'm going to show some less than ideal shots. Those will first be some photos taken when it was dark out, but not using night sight. And then here's an extreme zoom scenario where yes, it's really impressive you can zoom this far, but there's also significant quality loss. Overall, none of these approach this phone's limits, as with each generation of Pixels and all flagships really, the boundaries on what a phone camera can do get pushed wider and wider. Besides that though, this has been my Pixel 7 Pro design impressions paired with more camera samples. Make sure to subscribe to catch my full review when that drops, leave a comment if you have thoughts you'd like to share, and I'll see you soon.